Kempegowda International Airport is an international airport serving the Indian city of Bengaluru. It is 4 kilometres south of Devanahalli and is 40 kilometres from the central business district of Bangalore, from the Bangalore City Railway Station, and covers 5,100 acres. It replaced the Hull Airport. For the financial year 2011 €12, it is the fourth busiest airport in the country in overall passenger traffic after Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai, and fifth busiest in international passenger traffic. It was awarded India's best airport for the year 2011 by the survey conducted by Skytrax. Kempegowda International Airport handled about 12.6 million passengers and had air traffic movements of about 330 per day in 2011. The airport is expected to handle 18 million passengers in 2015. It is host to 10 domestic airlines and 21 international airlines connecting the city to about 50 destinations across India and rest of the world. It served as a hub for debt-ridden Kingfisher Airlines until October 20, 2012 and serves as a focus city for Air India, Jet Airways, JetLite, IndiGo, SpiceJet, and GoAir. Former Air Deccan also had its base at BIA. Construction. The airport project started as a public-private joint venture between Germany's Siemens Project Ventures GmbH, Government of Karnataka and Airports Authority of India. Construction began in July 2005, after a decade-long postponement. The new airport was originally planned to accommodate 3.5 million passengers a year, but this was later redesigned to handle 12 million passengers per year. The redesign resulted in an increase in the size of the terminal, number of aircraft stands, new taxiway layouts and supporting infrastructure. A plan is being processed for a direct rail service from Bangalore Cantonment Railway Station to the basement rail terminal at the airport. Access on the National Highway 7 has been widened to a 6-lane expressway. Kempegowda International Airport was expected to be inaugurated on March 30, 2008. But due to delays in air traffic control services, it was finally inaugurated on May 23, 2008 just before midnight when a Jet Airways flight from Mumbai landed. Minutes later an Indian flight to Singapore left Kempegowda International Airport, making it the first takeoff. Hull Airport, located in downtown Bangalore, was then closed to public commercial aviation. The airport was later expanded in 2012, to provide for more passengers and aircraft. New architectural elements were also added to improve the aesthetic look of the terminal. Description. Ownership. BIAL is a public limited company under the Companies Act formed to build, own and operate Kempegowda International Airport. BIAL has been given rights by the Government of India to develop, design, finance, operate and manage the airport for 30 years from the date of commencement of commercial flight operations. It has an option to extend the right for an additional 30 years. Private promoters hold a 74% stake in BIAL while the government holds the remaining 26%. Further, a 26% of its equity is owned by the Airport Authority of India and the Karnataka State Industrial Investment and Development Corporation. In January 2012, GVK acquired 43% of this equity from the private promoters. Passenger Terminal. The passenger terminal is a single, fully air-conditioned, 4-level building capable of accommodating international and domestic operations. The basement houses the retail storage, rest areas and services. The arrival and departure areas are separated vertically with a modern, simple, straight-ahead flow system. The domestic and international departure lounges and the majority of the retail outlets are on level 2. The check-in facilities and baggage reclaim are located on level 1. The terminal is designed for ease of operation and minimum maintenance. The total floor area is approximately 170,000 am2. The terminal building is designed to accommodate 5,400 passengers at peak hour. The design reflects the best industry practice and caters for 24-hour operations, under all weather conditions. Kempegowda International Airport meets the standards set by the Airports Authority of India, the International Civil Aviation Organization and the International Air Transport Association. The airport can handle 20 million people per annum with 35 aircraft movements per hour and an estimated 576 movements. At its peak, it can handle 720 aircraft movements in a day. There are common use terminal equipment-enabled check-in counters, 90 and 25 self-check-in counters. The airport has 38 gates, 20 aero bridges, including 3 double-arm, and 18 remote bus bays. There are 45 aircraft stands, all of which have a fueling pit. This is the first time in Indian airports that the parking stands have fueling pits. The underground pits helps the aircraft to fuel from the stand itself. In the first phase of development, a car park for 2,000 vehicles in front of the terminal building at the ground level has been developed for the convenience of passengers and visitors. Expansion. On January 19, 2010, BIAL embarked on an expansion plan and fast-tracked extension of the current terminal, which includes new architectural components. The first phase of construction of the new terminal is expected to cater to passenger traffic of about 15 million per year. There are plans to expand the new terminal to cater to 36 million passengers per year. The existing terminal would be expanded to cater to 17 million passengers per year. Work on the expansion began on June 6, 2011. The expansion would also increase the number of check-in counters and the seating capacity at the waiting areas. Once done, Terminal 1 would be capable of handling the A380 aircraft. To reduce the number of flight delays due to fog, it is proposed that the runway will be upgraded to Category 3B standard. This upgrading will be done when the second runway will be constructed. Hajj Terminal. Kempegowda International Airport has an exclusive terminal for Hajj pilgrims. This terminal can handle up to 600 passengers at a time. Designated prayer rooms for men and women and separate hot water facilities for wudu are available in the terminal. Runway. Kempegowda International Airport has one runway, 09/27, 4120 AMA, A60 AM, that can accommodate all types of aircraft. There are plans to build a second runway when the annual traffic reaches 18 million passengers per year, which it is currently estimated to reach around 2013 or 2014. Repair work. In January 2012, BIAL announced that the airport would remain fully closed to all flight operations from March 11 until April 3, 2012 between 10:30 and 17:30 IST, during which the top layer of its only runway was completely replaced. Following this initial phase, the runway was partly closed during phases 2 and 3 until May 1. Retail services and lounges, as well as a range of retail outlets. The airport has dedicated departure lounges. Domestic departure lounges are provided by Air India, Jet Airways. International departure lounges include Oberoi Lounge, the Leela Lounge. On January 21, 2011, a new VIP departure and arrival lounge was inaugurated. One lounge at level 1 of the terminal will serve departing domestic and international dignitaries, and the other on the ground floor will serve arriving dignitaries. Aviation fuel services. The airport has a fuel farm and hydrant system. A 36 km fuel pipeline was commissioned in October 2009 by Indian Oil from Devanahalli to the airport to reduce the need to transport jet fuel to the airport. Cargo Village. The Cargo Village was inaugurated on December 9, 2009. It houses 120 freight forwarders and 80 custom house agents and can accommodate parking of nearly 80 trucks. There are 2 cargo terminals in the village. One is operated by Menzies Aviation Boba Private Ltd. This terminal has an initial capacity to handle 150,000 metric tons of cargo. The other terminal is operated by Air India SATS Joint Venture Consortium. This terminal has a 2-floor warehouse with a capacity of 200,000 metric tons. Airlines and destinations. Passenger airlines, cargo airlines, connectivity. Road. As an alternative to taxis, passengers can use car rental services. Auto rickshaws are not allowed beyond the Trumpet interchange leading to the airport, but passengers can get dropped off at the Trumpet interchange by an auto rickshaw and then use an airport shuttle bus from the interchange. Shuttle service provided by the Bangalore Metropolitan Transport Corporation, connects parts of the city to the airport. This service is known as Valavara. BMTC runs 9 routes using its fleet of green Volvo buses. These buses make 251 trips in a day. Valavara is a 24/7 service. All Valavara services have route numbers designated with a KIAS prefix. Proposed high-speed rail link. As the airport is 40 kilometers outside the city, a new high-speed rail link has been approved to connect it to the city. The high-speed rail link would be integrated with the Bangalore Metro and would cover a distance of 33 kilometers with 4 stations: Cubbon Road, Hebel, Yelahanka, and Kempegowda International Airport. The project is expected to cost 69 billion. Of the 69 billion, the state government will contribute 5.32 billion while the central government will contribute 10.4 billion. Renaming. On February 27, 2009, the government of Karnataka forwarded the proposal to the central government to rename the airport after the city's founder, Kempegowda I. In 2011, the state government sent another proposal to the central government to name the airport after Kempegowda. In 2012, the central government accepted the state government's proposal to name the airport after Kempegowda. On July 18, 2013, the Union Cabinet formally approved the name change. Finally, the airport was officially renamed on December 14, 2013. Along with the renaming, new Terminal 1A was inaugurated on the same occasion. Awards and honors. Even though there was an economic slowdown, BIA managed to keep its traffic base and route network stable. It was hence awarded the Routes Asia Airport Marketing Award, chosen among 5 others in the Indian subcontinent. At the Emerging Markets Airports Awards 2010, held in Dubai, BIA was awarded the Best Emerging Airport in Indian subcontinent. It received a platinum certification from IATA in January 2010 for becoming the first airport in India to be 100% bar-coded boarding passes compliant. At the CNBC AWAAZ Travel Awards 2010 held at Delhi, BIA was awarded the Best Managed Airport in India. References. This article incorporates a public domain material from websites or documents of the Air Force Historical Research Agency. External links. Official site, BMTC Airport Shuttle Bus Services.